Hi, I'm Adam Yenser, and welcome to the Canceled News, airing whatever night you watch it at whatever time you click it. Please be sure to like and subscribe. I finally monetized my channel this week, and with my current subscriber count of 8.32K, I've already raked in 11 cents. And come see me live. I'll be at Universal Bar and Grill in North Hollywood on March 11th, and at the Boston Comedy Festival March 27th. This week, in honor of the State of the Union address, we're going to watch live to see how Speaker of the House Mike Johnson likes my jokes. Now here's what's in the news. In a unanimous 9-0 decision, the Supreme Court ruled that Colorado cannot remove Donald Trump from the election ballot. Democrats have now asked if they can write his name in wingdings so no one can read what it says. Senate Republican leader Mitch McConnell, who hasn't spoken to Donald Trump in 3 years, finally endorsed him on Wednesday. It's not that he didn't like Trump, he just froze up and didn't speak for 3 years. During his State of the Union address, President Biden repeatedly used the phrase, "history is watching," though eventually history got bored and switched over to impractical jokers. In the first case of its kind, scientists in India found a live frog with a mushroom growing out of its back, and if you lick it, you can get 2 kinds of high at once. France became the first country in the world to codify the right to abortion into its constitution, which is tragic, especially considering the horrific way they do abortions in France. A guest staying at the Venetian Hotel in Las Vegas was stung in the testicle by a scorpion while he was sleeping. It's already being called the worst superhero origin story ever. Democrat Adam Schiff and Republican Steve Garvey won the California primary and will face off in November to fill Dianne Feinstein's Senate seat. Steve Garvey is a former baseball star who hit 272 home runs, and Adam Schiff is a conspiracy theorist who struck out 3 times trying to convict Donald Trump. This week marked the 10th anniversary of Ellen DeGeneres' record-breaking Oscar selfie, where she nearly fit Epstein's entire client list in one photo. I wonder what sick group of Oscar writers came up with that idea. I'm joking, the only person in the picture who was linked to Epstein is Kevin Spacey, although Jared Leto did start his own separate sex cult island. It's true, you can look it up. It's nice that Angelina Jolie's face was blocked, so Brad Pitt didn't have to exit out 2 years later. Maria Branius Morera, the oldest person in the world, turned 117 this week. President Biden wished her a happy birthday and said he still remembers when she was born. Starting this year, Nepal will require all climbers on Mount Everest to wear tracking chips. Here to tell us how it will work is January 6th fugitive and Mount Everest climber Jay Johnston. It's a reference only a few of you will get. Joey Graziadei, the current star of The Bachelor, revealed that his yellow eyes are due to a harmless liver condition called Gilbert syndrome, and not, as I suspected, because he's a Sith Lord. They really should have called this version The Golden Bachelor. Nikki Haley finally ended her campaign on Wednesday after only winning primaries in Washington, D.C. and Vermont. But congrats on becoming the Democrats' favorite Republican. Mitt Romney must be jealous. Squatters took over an unoccupied mansion in the Hollywood Hills and are using it to produce content for OnlyFans models, many of whom also make a living by squatting. At the Vivienne Westwood fashion show in Paris, Sam Smith modeled an outfit with a codpiece shawl and walking stick. It's like Gandalf the White came back as Gandalf the Gay. Man, I remember when demonic Satan-worshipping musicians used to be cool. A conservative group has purchased the website Bidenomics.com to report on Biden's handling of the economy. They've also purchased websites for other terms he's made up, like Badakeptcare.com, Singmingdiskim.com, Velvet.com, and of course, TrueInternationalDepressure.com.
True International Depressure.
There's now a Facebook group that lets suspicious girlfriends check with other girls if they're dating the same guy. I'm not going to say the name of the page on here in case Molly and Tanya and Ashley and Kate are watching. Scientists spotted a gray whale in the Atlantic Ocean where they were believed to be extinct for 200 years and are attributing its return to climate change. So just to recap, If it gets warmer, it's climate change. If it gets colder, it's climate change. If it's drier, it's climate change. If it's rainier, it's climate change. If weather becomes milder, it's climate change. If weather becomes more severe, it's climate change. If an animal that was alive goes extinct, it's climate change. And if an animal that scientists thought was extinct is still alive, it's climate change. And we all have to do our part to stop climate change, which is caused by your gas car, your gas stove, and cow farts, but not Taylor Swift and John Kerry's private jets. The gray whale was spotted off the coast of Nantucket and has a dick so long he can it. Scientists wondered why these whales didn't die, then just blamed climate change, because fuck it. As a medical experiment, a German man deliberately got 217 COVID shots over the past 2 years. He now holds the world record for most vaccinations and largest heart. Dr. Fauci says he only needs a few more to be fully immunized. The famous fountain at the Bellagio Hotel in Las Vegas was turned off because a rare yellow-billed loon stopped to swim in the water. So you can stay at the Bellagio and see a rare and beautiful bird, or you can stay at the Venetian and get stung in the nuts by a scorpion. Ending months of speculation, Michelle Obama said she is not going to enter the 2024 presidential race. She's decided to be the bigger man and walk away. Malaysian authorities announced that they are renewing their efforts to find Malaysian airliner MH370, which disappeared a decade ago, and then opened it as a tourist attraction for Ocean Gate submarines. Oh, he loves a Titan submarine implosion reference.